F.E.A.R. It's a game many of us played way back in 2005 on PC. Well, if you have a strong enough PC, that is. Then in 2007, it came out on the 360, and then a year or so later, PS3. I first played F.E.A.R. in 07, after being up early and being so excited because I was getting 360 for Christmas. I was greeted with 2 games, Halo 3 and F.E.A.R. I was as giddy as the Flash on payday. I've been playing Halo and loving it, but I decided to give F.E.A.R. a taste of my time because it looked very, very interesting. You know what? I think it's about time to go back to that 07 Christmas day and find out what really worked and what didn't. Time for some F.E.A.R. The story for F.E.A.R. isn't the start of the show. It's more like the lighting guy at the back of a working film. He knows what he's doing, he's very important, and he has a lot to do for the show, but he ain't center stage. The story does get the job done, and it does make you move through the levels and the environments at a fine pace. However, a good trick that they have is you can get more story. It basically fleshes out the universe and what happens in these locations in the environment between finding laptops and phone messages. And they do flesh out the story quite a bit. Is this going to win any Oscars or be any Big Wolf for story? No. But does it get the job done? You better believe it. While the game is incredibly linear, they give you very small to medium environments that you can fight your way through that are somewhat open. However, there are some times in your path that you can go left, go right, and it will take you to the next part of the environment in a different way. So instead of coming through the door, you might come through a grate and a side passage that comes into the room to the left. You know, not the best level design, but it gets the job done. There really isn't any puzzles per se. You mostly just turn this knob and fill this water up and all that. Run away from these explosive things and don't get yourself killed. That's basically it on that account. But the greatest thing this game has in its gameplay is its AI. The AI, even to this day, is balls to the wall amazing. It's up there with the best AI, and trust me, they will kill you. They will kill you fast, and they will dodge out of your way when you're trying to kill them. Sometimes it still surprises me when I shoot at a guy's head and he dodges it. He moves out the way. He knows where I'm about to shoot and he just dodges it. And then he shoots me in the head. I get pissed off and then I shoot him in half. Because that's how you do it in F.E.A.R. And that's another thing that's great. The gunplay in this game is fantastic. Every gun feels solid. It feels like they're different, and it feels like you can get kills in any way you like. Shotgun is my personal favourite because shooting a guy's head off and then shooting another guy in half and then turning around and shooting a guy that explodes and his guts just fly into the wall, hits the wall, blood splatter, and then falls to the ground is some of the best experience I've ever had in gaming. And it's still fun to do to this day. Somewhat hard, but still fun to do. The game has some of the best shotgun physics ever seen in a game. Now, the downside that F.E.A.R. does have, however, is the environments are very repetitive, you know. You see one apartment block, you've seen the whole apartment block sort of thing. You'll just keep going through these levels and there's not much deviation from it. That and the colour palette's very dark and dull. But you can kind of chop this down to the game timeline of when it came out in 2005. So it's not that big of a deal for people like me where it's just like, oh, you know, I'm having too much fun killing things and blowing people up and all that. But if you really like really detailed environments, which it does have, but detailed is in more colour and not as samey, so it doesn't repeat, you might get annoyed. And sometimes you can get a bit lost about where I was here before sort of thing. But yeah, environment wise it can be a bit whoa. Now, it's 2015, 2016 as I make this, and yeah, graphics aren't that good, but they get the job done. However, the atmosphere sticks out like a sore thumb in the best of ways. It sticks out because the atmosphere in this game is still on par with horror games made. I still get freaked out when I'm walking around and the atmosphere of the creepy sound effects, the invisible ninja type warriors that you fight in this game, are running around, the scary music just coming up, and then a light flickering back and forth and flickering as I walk past it, still gives me the creeps. This game is best played with headphones, lights off, alone. You will not be disappointed. The enemies react when you shoot them and blow them up, and it always leaves a grin on your face. The particle effects are still good to this day, and blowing stuff up has never been more fun. If you're a fan of fun as hell shooters, or horror shooters, or both, you deserve to pick F.E.A.R up if you haven't. It's a game that cannot be underestimated, and it can give you so much pleasure. F.E.A.R is a must-have game for me. It's very, very cheap. You can get it for like $5 online, and probably $5 in a bargain bin for the PS3 and the 360, probably even PC as well. 90% of PCs made after 2007 can play this game at full everything, so there's nothing to worry about, and it's just an amazing game all around. It's a 2 thumbs up must-have from me. Aussie Viking out. See you all in Valhalla.